know that you've got another name besides Sydney?
I've become more intentional of late.
Yeah.
And you will see my signature on my emails. I've got it there.
Actually, I saw it. You're right.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, Sydney came from my grandmother. Atlanta came from my mother. So it's the fusion that makes it richer.
Yeah.
You know, so
let's talk about your journey that you've traveled. Who would you say poured into your journey and shaped the way you lead today? I like this question because I actually saw you in action. You and I had a meeting a couple of days ago. I think a week or 2 weeks ago. And we were talking about your team. We were talking about the talent that sits in the GMCA. And I just saw the passion and the sparkle in your eyes. So maybe if you can just tell us.
Thank you. You know, I've just had an incredible journey. And the journey is characterized by a boy from Soweto who ended up in a boarding school in a township somewhere in Newcastle because my parents were trying to get me out of the surrounds of my friends in Soweto and some of the things that were happening there. And you can imagine a boarding school in a township, right? And to cut a long story short, when I matriculated, yes, I could say I'm going to the shop, but I was not well conversant in English. I couldn't string a proper conversation in English.
I don't believe that.
And to a point where when I got to UCT at university, the first 2 years, I couldn't ask a question in class because I was worried that people would be judgmental on my grammar. And why is that important to your question? Is that in my 20s, you know, I lacked a lot of confidence. I guess there were maybe glimpses or sparks of competence.
Yeah.
But even when they did come, even when I did get feedback, I never actually truly believed that I was good enough. And the guy whom I met, who was the CEO of Unilever in South Africa, is a Dutch guy. His name is Kees Kruithof. When I met Kees Kruithof, he said to me, "You are so special." And I thought, well, what is this guy talking about? He's saying I'm special. You know, I actually never believed him.
Yeah.
But continuously, Kees would say it repeatedly.
Wow.
That I'm special. And he took a bet on me.
Sure.
Because Unilever at the time did not hire what they call mid-career recruits. At the time, you'd come in through a graduate placement program. Yeah. So they get people out of universities, put them through the mill over a number of years, then you assume a role. And then you go up the ranks, you know, and I came in at marketing director level. And I was one of the first people actually who joined in South Africa at Unilever.
At that level?
At that level, coming from outside.
Yeah.
And so much judgment. So he really took a bet on me and supported me so much that I owe so much to him. He poured so much into what I've become. He actually, beyond just giving me an opportunity, he remains an icon that I try and live up to, just in terms of the kind of leader that I aspire to be.
Wow. And I guess that's what you're trying to bring into your leadership style in ABSA and specifically in the GMCA. But I also see you being involved, I mean, with all the events, any opportunity that you get for you to be involved and be in touch with the people. That's very important. Leadership visibility is quite important, and I see you living that. So thank you.
No, I appreciate that. I think when you become a Group Exco member in particular, you become an enterprise leader. Beyond your function, I'm an enterprise leader. And hopefully I can have an impact not just in my team, but beyond that.
Yeah, yeah.